What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius update video, and we have a lot to cover today. But before we get into that, I do want to mention, again, we have a giveaway going on. There are only a few days left to get a part of it. It's for a $50 gift card. It's either Amazon, Google Play, or iOS, so I want you guys to take advantage of that. The link will be in the description below, okay? So, moving on. We have a new event about to be happening where they take Lunar New Year and Valentine's Day and they smash them together. And I couldn't be more happy about that because I'm ready to move on to bigger and better things. I'm looking at you, Yuna. I want you. I know a lot of people want Beatrix out there. I know a lot of people want that Final Fantasy IX event too. So, really happy about this because not only does it bring, it brings everybody those holiday festive things they want, but we also get to kind of get it out of the way so we don't have to worry about 2 events in a row because for me, I'm ready, for some more Final Fantasy flair. So, Festival of Love, which again is Lunar New Year and it put together because I'm going to be bringing you guys info on what happened in the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius official video that launched today and my own thoughts that happened here. So, we're going to have a double 5-star banner here and it's going to be running starting February 9th, which is this Friday. The major boost drop rates all the way till the 22nd. These should be limited time. Yeah, limited time only. You can see right there. The first unit we have here is Chow. It is I think it's a he, is what Daw talked about in the video. It is a tank, and Chow is going to be a magic tank. So similar to Mystia, I guess going to be stronger than Mystia because it is a 5-star base going to 6-star. Not a fan of that type of dog, personally. So this unit doesn't really carry a lot of me wanting it, but I know a lot of people are, and a lot of people really like this style, so they're going to be wanting the dog very much so. So let's look at the TMR. Lucky Ingot, HP plus 888. I really like the HP plus 888. Anytime you get like flat HP stat that high, I really like it. Plus you get MP there. And then it enables Lucky Ingot's ability, chance of countering magic attacks with Fortune Smile. And then when you counter the magic attack, Fortune Smile is randomly cast the following for self. Boost your limit burst gauge, boost defense and spirit for 2 turns, or it'll restore your HP. So it's going to randomly class one of those 3 things there. Honestly, I'm not going to say it's actually a pretty good TMR when it comes to that HP, and just to have an MP flat stat there, and to have that extra thing that could happen if you get hit by a magic attack for Mystia, Bosch, or Chal here, or any of your tanks, that's pretty good. So I'd say overall I really like this TMR. That 888 health is just amazing, okay? Then we'll go to the abilities. Spiritual Defender, chance of taking magic damage for all allies, so that's the AoE magic cover. Courageous Heart, randomly restore HP to caster and automatically revive caster 1 time. That's really good. That's really, really strong. I don't know if that is a passive or if that is going to be a spell you have to cast on yourself, but if it's just a passive, that makes this tank amazing, because if it ever goes down, it's just coming right back up anyway on its own, and then boost it back, and it's just healing. It's just healing itself. Child's just healing himself. Improved focus, boost magic and spirit, and charm resist for all allies. That charm resist is pretty interesting, and the magic and spirit, having your tank be able to do something else rather than just cast, the cover move is always nice. They did say that this tank, instead of breaking, not going to be breaking, going to be focused solely on magic tanking and be extremely powerful at it. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Until we get the full stats out, I can't really give my full opinion on it. And then we have Aang and we have Yan, and I want to talk about Aang and Yan, separately or together real quick before we talk about them separately. They did say that these will be the first units that if both of them are put on your team, they will boost each other up. So not only are they said not only are they powerful separated, but when they come together, they give each other special passives. And I think Aang gives Yan a boost to limit burst fill rate is what I think I heard Daw say. So that's going to be really strong. So it's the first time ever where, a lot of people want to be like, if I have Cloud, well, Tifa's not in the game yet, but if I have Cloud and I have Tifa on the same team, do they boost each other? Which in my opinion, they should. That makes, team building very interesting. I really like this mechanic. It is restrictive sometimes though, right? Like if you want that passive, it's going to be restrictive on your 5 team party. However, I do like it. It adds a whole new way of thinking and team building in there, so I do like that. So that's all they really touched on. We don't know what Yan is going to be given to Aang here, but we're going to figure that out, once the patch hits later tonight, or the maintenance goes on later tonight. So Aang, in my opinion, is going to be a finisher, a 2-handed weapon, double hand user, true double hand user. We have his TMR. It's a physical damage dealer. TMR attack 145, 2-handed weapon. Again, so that's going to give him the weapon multiplier, so I don't know if it's 1.5, you know, whatever it's going to average out to. We'll have to see on Sunbreaker what that is. And it's going to give him Bird Killer and Dragon Killer, so he's going to be really useful against those two types of monsters, because on top of all that, he's going to get those killer passes just from the weapon that's going to stack everywhere else that we can get killer abilities, okay? And attack 145 is an extremely high weapon there, so that's pretty good. And we have Swift Shot, deal physical damage to chosen enemies. That seems like one of those like mirage things where you just keep going, which is pretty good. He has Monster Hunter or Master Hunter. I was about to say his Monster Hunter because that game just came out, but it's Master Hunter. Too much Monster Hunter on the brain. Boost physical damage against beasts, insects, dragons, and avian monsters. So he has those passively. So on top of the fact that Sunbreaker is going to be stacking with, like, you know, the Dragon Killer or the Bird Killer, you know, from his bow, you can also get it from Espers, and then also you can put one in your materia slot. Pound all them up. He's going to be doing extremely high damage to those monsters. And he has Chaser, boost attack when single wielding weapon is equipped in both hands. So I'm assuming that's going to be maybe a true double hand there. We'll have to see in... you know, see how that works out and what the percentages is there. But overall, Aang seems like he's going to be a very big finisher. We have been getting a lot of finishers lately. However, Aang, if he's against, with all these killer abilities, he's going to be similar to like a Randy, I guess, where with having all these killer abilities, but also having his own bow there to stack it on there. I wonder if Aang is going to have a way to put elements on himself, because if he can, he's going to be hitting way hard. But again, we're going to have to wait and see. But I would classify Aang, as I see everything I see here and after what I've heard, that Aang is going to be a finisher, a physical damage finisher with a lot of killer abilities, making him even stronger. And then we have Yan here. Yan is going to be a support buffing type unit, from what I understand. And Yan looks the best out of all three of them. Don't get me wrong, Aang looks cool. And I'm just not a fan of Chow. That's just me. But I bet you guys will be. But Yan is very, very nice looking. I mean, that right there is very unique to her, holding the umbrella. She looks very nice. I really enjoy that unit, so that's my favorite one out of the three that just came out. And you can see something here new, which I haven't pointed out yet. It says New Ally Global Original. It doesn't say Global Exclusive anymore, which makes me think, you know, these units will definitely be going to the JP side of things, but Global was the original person to bring them to us, so that's what I think. So Lunar Parasol is a defense 24, spirit 58. So that's a lot of defense and spirit there on a shield. It's a light shield, it looks like. Immune to silence, confuse, and petrify. So that's really good. Enable MP 30%, which is going to give you 30%. Then auto regen when equipped on Yan. So the auto regen doesn't really matter in my opinion. You don't really worry about that. But the other stats are very good, and the immunity is very good. But we're going to see in the events items. So I just don't know. The spirit 58 and defense 24. The immune to silence, confuse, and petrify, and then the 30% MP is actually stellar on a lot of the units out there that can equip, you know, the light shields. You know, you go through your team, there are a lot of people that can put light shields on your support units, things like that. So overall, I think I would like to have this in my inventory to be able to put on my dudes. So I am very interested in that TM. You know, if I was going to be using, you know, support units that could use light shields. So, moving on down, feature abilities, power of chi, use chi skills twice in a turn. We're used to this now. The global side of things have you using an ability to double cast things that are like not, you know, not dual cast where you can cast anything, but specific to the character. So this will be chi moves. Flaming Ashes, revive and fully restore all allies. So that's going to be like a Mega Phoenix from Rikku, or, you know, anybody else can AoE full re-raise. And then evoke fire, reduce defense and fire resist for one enemy. So I just want to point this out, that we know what her limit break's going to be. Docile told us in the video. It is going to be Riku's limit burst, AoE auto revive on everyone. So already you should be like, okay, because it's a 4-star base unit, so it's going to be like, whoo, another Rikku. And instead of putting up like your defense and spirit like Riku's limit burst does, she will be putting up your elemental resist, which is absolutely an incredible thing to pair with that AoE re-raise. And then we can see here that evoke fire is a reduce defense and fire resistance to one enemy. That's going to be awesome, because that means that's an Imperaler there if you need one. And then we don't... he also said that she recovers MP. She's going to be able to recover MP on your team. Now, I don't want to jump the gun here because, you know, Rikku is very, very strong, but I feel like Yan is going to be just as strong as Rikku in that regard. We don't even know what her chi abilities are. They don't mention any here. None of these say chi on them. So that's going to be something big. That's going to be something amazing. So I would say Yan out of all three of these units. You know, Chal, we have Mystia, we had Bosch coming out recently, but if you still need that magic tank, that's going to be awesome for you. Aang is going to do a lot of damage, but I think he's more of like a he's more of like a icing on the cake, you know what I mean? You don't need Aang. Like, he's just not needed, but he is very useful against those killer types that he has. He's going to be dishing out the mad damage as a finisher. But I think Yan is that's the one I'm going to be looking for. You know, we have double 5-star base, so that's going to be hard for you to get a hold of. I don't think either one of these TMs are extremely necessary. I think his bow is just exclusively, if you want to use Aang, you're going to use it on Aang. But overall, Yan, very, very powerful. I don't even know how I did that, but thank you, iPad. So that's what I'm going to say there. And then Yuri is going to go up to 6-star base now. So she's going to get a bunch of stat boost up. I think that Yuri is useful in 10-man trials when you're trying to build up a chain. I do believe she has a chaining hitting ability that is pretty good. I'm gonna have to go in and look at that more in detail later on. But Yuri does go up to 6-star now, and we'll when we do the banner review, we'll go into Yuri and see what she gets at 6-star, and then we'll go more into that. But Yuri's your 3-star base going up to 6-star. Used to go to 5-star, but now goes up to 6-star. So overall, the banner seems very fun. And I think that you know, my 1 units could be a superstar. So moving on from the banner, we're going to Festival of Love, which is going to be a you know, it's going to be the Lunar New Year again and the Valentine's put together. And the Festival of Love, they said is going to be a 2-parter. So the first part, you're going to be going through explorations and getting all kinds of cool stuff. Nothing too crazy there. You know, you have beginner, advanced, elite, and then you have to fight Roke. Was how you guys would say that? Roke. Watch out for the dangerous Roke. Only appears during week 1. So, during week 1, if you want to fight Rogue, that's the only time you can fight. Fire element attacks are particularly effective, Kupo. Burn that bird to the ground, baby. Get rid of it, because it's going to die. You're going to have to fight that. And then week 2, you're going to be able to come back, and there's going to be 2 different bosses. And I'm going to try to say this the best I can. Konsho and Bakuya. They're going to be 2 different dragons you guys are going to have to fight. And it's, you know, you got a bird, you got dragons. Who's good against those? The new unit is good against those, you know what I mean? We have Aang that's going to be good against those. So I'm very excited to fight these 2 bosses. They're going to be appearing in the next time. It says Chow is immune to magic attacks, so you're going to have to use a physical damage dealer. And then Bakuya is immune to physical, so we're going to have a magic damage dealer. So you are going to have to build a team that is a magic damage dealer and then a physical damage dealer. It's going to be interesting how exactly we run into these. I don't know if you run into them separately, together, randomly. You know, I don't really know exactly how this event's going to work. But I do know that they finally brought us, even people like me, whales. This equipment is actually pretty good, which I'm very excited about. Flax Shield. Defense plus 10, Spirit plus 32. Pretty good. Water resist plus 50%. I'm going to have to get a drink of water here, guys. I'm still recovering from a sickness I had, so excuse me 1 minute. Water resist plus 50%. And then fire resist down 50%. So you're not going to be able to use this on anything that uses fire. So that kind of limits it. But the water resist is really good. Enable Phantom Guard. This only goes on Chow, Aang, Yan, or Yuri, which kind of sucks. So not the best there. But again, that shield itself, the 50% water resist is very, very good. I like that. Adds chance of evading magic attacks. So if you do end up getting Chow, you're going to throw the shield on Chow. And you're going to be super happy about it, okay? Because the shield itself is going to give you a chance that when you're taking those magic damage, you're going to be able to evade them. So that's really, really strong. I think that's very neat that we have here. And then we have Jade Mood Pendant, which is an accessory. Can only go on females. Got that defense 8, spirit 8. Enables Exercise Jade. Exercise Jade says, boost resist against all status ailments to all allies. Now, I don't know what that number is, because there's no way it's 100%, right? There's no way it's 100%. Maybe it's 50%. And that's not that bad. Wilhelm has all 50% against all status elements, and you can cast that. So throwing this on maybe a support unit that can cast that on turn 1 that does, like a healer who doesn't really need to be healing turn 1, and you have somebody else to boost up your stats, it could be pretty good there. Female only, so be aware of that. And then we have Jade Sun Pendant, so the moon being the female, sun being the male. Attack plus 20, HP plus 380. Praise be to the sun. Nullify confusion, paralysis, and poison. This is good. This is a good-ass accessory to be given out in an event. Good job, Gumi, on this accessory. It's real good. I like it a lot. Then we have Fiery Passion, which is another bow, but it's a free bow. Plus 98 enables Ignition, Bird Killer, and Passionate Heart. Okay, so we already know what Bird Killer is. Ignition. Add fire elements to physical attacks for self. So it's almost like I want to use this. I almost want to use this for our other unit there. What was his name again? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get them all. Aang, Yan, Chow. I know Chow. Chow's pretty easy for me, but Aang and Yan. So Aang, you know, you put the physical, you put the fire imperil on him, or fire attacks on himself. He's gonna be hitting with all those killer abilities. The bird killer is still even on this fiery passion. Against bird, he's just gonna kill it. Like, you put this on, if you get him and you attack that bird dude, he's gonna go down, because you're gonna have a fire imperil added on top of all those bonuses you get. I'm assuming this is gonna be a one-hander though. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a two-hander, but who knows? And then you get Passionate Heart, and this is only for Aang, Cupid Artemios, and Cupid Luna. So Cupid Artemios and Cupid Luna were the ones in the past banner. Boost HP and MP and attack. So you're going to get a little bit of stat boost there. So overall, I think they did a really good job. Like, I really like the Jade Sun Pendant. I think that's a very, very good item. And it's awesome because you need to start giving us items. I know that, like, newbies can use these items too. You know, but you got to give us, long-time players, us Wells, us, you know, it doesn't even have to be Wells. I think it's better to say long-time players, something that want in these events, because if it's all items that we just take, and some people even sell that stuff to make room in their equipment, that's pretty bad. So I think they did an overall good job on bringing us some pretty good equipment there. I do want to point out that, well, actually, we'll point that out here in a second. The Chamber of Crystals is coming. If you need to get some, some stuff for your espers, you can go there and farm that up if you need to. And then we have expeditions for the time going into this for the Lunar New Year will be 50% off Gil. So you're going to be able to save up your Gil a little bit, which is pretty cool. And that's going to start tomorrow and going all the way till the 21st. So that's pretty awesome. And then we have Ability Awakenings. And that's right. Olive's on there. And I really want Olive on there because I have like 10 Olives and I need to be able to use her. But also Lunera is here. And I think Lunera is a big star on this banner. We can see her Elf Superior, you know, giving a lot of stat buffs and giving her bow, like giving her a boost when she's equipped with a bow, because that's probably what you're going to put on her, like a magic bow. And then we have her big damage dealing ability is going to go up to a 7.2 times multiplier, 30 hit win and light ability. So she's going to be able to, like, 30 hit. So if you need a magic damage, like you don't have a magic damage chainer and you need one, she can hit 30 times. I think the frames are 4 though, so it's going to be a little awkward if you don't use another Lunera to chain with, so it's going to be hard to find that on your friend list, I do believe. I really don't know how we're going to evolve with the friend list, but that's what I always see. I try to go through my friend list to see what most people are putting up. So that is an option for you. She can dish the damage. She's not just a bard. Like, if you need a damage dealer, she could be there for you. But Elven Song, again, most people are going to be looking at this. She does do a lot of HP and MP regen. It's 1350 HP, 10 times multiplier, 30 MP with that little bit of multiplier on that too. But she only buffs by 90%, okay? So, you know, I think she's healing a bit more than Ramza, giving MP back. It could be a little bit more than Ramza, but overall, she is only buffing your entire team by 90%, so I just want to make sure you guys know that. Ramza's doing it by 100%, and then Roy can go even higher, but it takes him a minute to get there, and then Soleil goes 120%, but doesn't give you that HP and MP, boost on your team, which is pretty awesome. The only sad part, again, is if you're singing in a 10-man, we all know that in the 10-man raid, it's kind of bad, so that's where Soleil will shine in that regards. And then Bronze Love, boost lightning resist, boost HP, boost damage to demons. I do believe that should be a lot more than that. Like, unless they nerfed Bronze Love, I think there are other killer abilities to get added on there. I think it's 75%. And then I thought she got resist to some status elements too there. So we'll see how they do Bronze Love in global, okay? Moving on to Olive. This is one everybody's been waiting for. Please don't be Power Chris when you have to. Please don't be Power Chris. So Mortar Beacon is getting a big damage upgrade, which is awesome. So that's just going to be happening for you. Boost damage amount, great. Boost damage amount, great. And that's all we all want. We want some damage on our Olive here. But there are some disappointing things about Olive I want to talk about. So that's pretty good. I don't know what that multiplier is going to go up to, but it says great. So we're going to see how high it goes up. Heavy Arms Proficiency. Boost attack increase high, boost attack increase mid, and then it gives her gun, gun mastery there. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's just boosting her attack up again. That's pretty much all that says, because you are going to be putting a gun on her. So just give her more attack, which is awesome. Shattering Shot. Boost damage amount mid. Boost defense decrease low. Boost lightning resist reduction mid. And then we have a lightning reduction mid again. We have a defense decrease low. And then we have a damage amount. So we don't really care about the damage amount, in my opinion, on Shattering Shot. We do care about that lightning reduction, because we probably are going to be running Sparky on her. Because of that lightning reduction, we probably want to run Sparky. Now, again, with a two-handed weapon, when you're running on your finisher, you do get that multiplier, which may end up being more damage anyway, but we'll have to do the math when Olive comes out and we see everything that's going on. But we do want to see that lightning resist reduction go up, and that defense break go up, because that just means mad more damage when you are using Olive, and it gives Olive a whole nother route of being able to be strong on your team too, because not only is she finishing, she can be your defensive break and your imperiler if you're building around lightning damage, okay? And then she has True Shot, again, boost damage amount mid, boost damage amount great. So I think True Shot is going to be her ability where she just smacks the enemy right in the mouth, and to see mid and then great, which is pretty cool, instead of mid, or instead of great then mid. I don't know why. It seems a little different than me, but I am hoping that's a lot of damage. That multiplier goes really high, because she's going to need that to be able to do the damage. Again, I'm just worried that, I don't know. I guess maybe we don't put Sparky on her, but the whole lightning resist down makes me want to put Sparky on her. I'll try to do the math the best I can and maybe do a video on her to tell you guys how you should equip her up. But if it turns out that you cannot use Sparky, and Sparky is not the place to be, which it might not be, especially if you have all the true double hand equipment, then you're going to be using Machine Gun Plus, as we spoke about with Balthier, okay, guys? And moving on down, we have Yuna enhancements, which is no pressure friend, add chance of evading physical attacks, always good. And then he gets boost chance of evading goes up a little bit. But then he also gets the whole I'm not going to die, so, you know, he's going to resist death. That ability is sick, and I wish it was on everybody. Obviously, it can't be, but that is a very good ability. 2-hit combo, boost attack, and then you it gives him like a dual wield, but he can do it with short swords, whips, mace, or fists, which is pretty cool. So he's not gonna be able to put, sadly, the dual wield that he gets put on. He can't put a fist in a great sword. That's probably where we wanted to be, but that's okay. So he can put daggers, you know, whips, maces, and fists. So here's your chance to use those maces and whips if you need to. And in conjunction with the Aegeon arm from the robot trial is probably what you're going to throw on him, because it's massive in the attack place there. Raging Bird, boost damage amount mid, boost damage amount mid, boost attack to caster, pretty good. Blazing Combo, boost damage amount high, increase hit count low, so it's going to give him a little bit more on that Blazing Combo, boost damage amount mid, boost defense ignored great, so it's going to add that, it's going to make him do even more damage there. Boost fire resist reduction mid, increase MP consumed high. So it seems like that's going to cost a lot more MP, but also going to put the fire resist imperil up pretty good on him. Overall, though, I'm really confused on Yuna. Definitely one of those units that I see that I think they made a mistake on how they designed Yuna, because Yuna didn't want to have anything equipped, right, to get like a special bonus to punching things. He kind of wanted to be somebody that uses his fists, but they should have just made it he gets a bonus when he has fists on him. But overall, you know, I don't know what to think about Yuna. We're going to have to wait and see all the things that come out. I know a lot of people out there are big fans of Yuna. And speaking of that, Yuna and our girl Ling here, they did mention they will be back in like probably week 2 of the event, just like with the other events, the holiday events, where week 2 was kind of like the old banner. They did not mention if Cupid Artemios or Cupid Luna's coming back, but I'm assuming the banner is going to be Cupid Artemios, Cupid Luna, Ling, and Yuna. It would be kind of a hard banner to pull on, I think. But hey, because of all I think Cupid Artemios and Cupid Luna were both 4-star bases. So that'd be 3 4-star bases on a banner, which would be kind of gross. So I don't really know how you guys want that banner to turn out, but at least Yuna and Ling are returning to get your chance. We're not sure on Ling yet on what she's getting on her enhancements, and then we'll have to look over Ruggles and Roselia. Roselia and Ruggles did just get their 6-star upgrades, but I don't know what exactly they're awakening now with them to see how good they get. So overall, I think very, very good. I think Lunera is a good, if you're using Lunera as your bard and maybe as your magic damage dealer, definitely enhance her. Olive, I'm going to have to wait and see how she works, but if you want to use Olive, like I'm going to want to be using Olive sometimes, go to enhance her, just hope it's not Power Crest, and we'll have to wait for the rest of that to work out there for us. And then again, here's the new units to awaken. It's just Yori again. I think she overall just gets an ability that can chain pretty well with other people that can be used in Tin Man to just not for the damage but to build up the chain for somebody else to finish with the damage is what I think she's going to be used for, but we'll have to wait and see. So a couple more things I wanted to point out here that I wrote down from the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius official video. They had 2 questions asked today in the Q&A. What is the difference between pod, so pod, 9 SSTM, as far as the item drop chance, Locke's a passive ability, and then Master Thief, that being on Zon, okay? So pod has a greater chance than Locke. So pod is greater than Locke, and it gives you a chance of items being dropped. So a better chance of items being dropped. So more items being dropped, which we kind of already knew. Then Master Thief, rate of rare item going up. So making the item being maybe the rare version of that item is what I understand. And we all knew that, but I really wish they would have gotten to a little bit more of like what the percentages are. Das Soul did say don't expect a 5 times return back on when you're using these items. It's nothing that major, which is what always scared me, that it's just so small and so tiny that's really hard to see results from it anyway. But hey, they did talk about that. And then they talked about, they were asked, where are the step-up banners? When are they coming? They said that they are planned. They don't know when it is coming. They couldn't give a time on that. But there's also going to be something besides the step-up banners. They're adding a global exclusive way to summon. That's all they said, a global exclusive summon. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's special step-up banner, or if that's a whole different kind of summoning that we're going to be looking into. Wax on, wax off. But you know, that's going to be something else that's coming in there for us. So that's exciting to hear just about step-up banners. And then they also talked about how on the 16th, they're starting a big login bonus campaign. So every day you need to log in to get some tickets, get some lapis, get some trust moogles, they said. So that's going to be pretty big for us and pretty exciting. So overall, I'm going to be honest, I was feeling kind of down on the game. personally, I needed to find my fire back for the game. I needed to find something to excite me about the game, and this did. This wasn't bad. I was actually looking down, thinking, you know, I didn't want a Valentine's Day banner. I didn't want to deal with the Valentine's Day event and a Lunar New Year event, so that's what kind of had me grinding my gears there. But hey, they combined them into one. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with some of the equipment we can get from this. I'm happy with Yon as a unit. I think Yon is going to be very, very good, and then, you know, Chow and Aang going to be good too, but just not really what I need on my current roster, but I can use Yon, and that's going to be exciting. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below on everything you just heard, anything at all, let's talk about it, and then subscribe for future content. I'll catch you guys in the next video.